Good morning, it is just after 7 a.m. and I'm off to breakfast because I want to get an early stop as I want to rent a bike. However, it was raining the entire night and this morning, so I'm hoping that the rain won't happen during the day because that's gonna suck. According to a new person at reception, the hostel no longer rents out bikes, like between yesterday or 2 days ago and now. I don't know. So I am walking to a bike rental shop, but I'm not entirely sure if they have bicycle bikes or just scooters. So this entire plan might be a fail. Well, there goes my plan to cycle. I asked the reception 2 days ago if they rented out any bicycles, and she said, or he said yes for $15, which I thought was a crazy price, but alright. Then this morning I asked and she's like, no, we don't have any, just go to the bike rental shop. I go to the bike rental shop and they say, oh, we haven't had them for like a year. So I guess now I'm just gonna spend the day here at the beach again. And so far Koh Rong has been really nice. Like the island is pretty beautiful, or at least the part that I can see. I am just not entirely sure about the people. Like 2 days ago I asked the guy from our reception hostel about renting bicycles, like cycling bicycles, not a motorbike. And I made sure, I said like 20 times, and I did like the cycling motion. I made sure that he knew it wasn't a motorbike. I showed him a picture of a bike, like a bicycle bike. And I told him, look, I can't ride a scooter, but I would love to cycle around the island and just, you know, do some things and see some more, except for just this beach. And he was like, oh yeah, sure, $15, you can rent one. He was like, oh, do you want to rent it now? I'm like, no, today I just want to chill and relax. Maybe tomorrow or the day after. So today is the day after. And I went to the reception. I woke up early, I went to reception. I said, look, I want to rent a bicycle for the $15 that you guys offer. She's like, oh, we don't have any. So I was like, okay, weird. She said, oh, just go to the pier, to the bike rental shop. So I went to the bike rental shop by the pier. And which is also, by the way, the ferry where you can buy the ferry tickets, so I'll come to that later. So I asked the guy, look, I want to rent a bicycle, like a cycling bicycle, not a motorbike, because I can't ride a motorbike. He's like, oh, we don't have any, like we haven't had any for over a year because they break in like 4 months apparently. I don't know what people do with the bikes, but they can't keep them whole. And so I was like, oh, well, the hostel said that you guys have like the bikes. She's like, no, we don't have any. So I went back to the hostel and I was like, look, you sent me to the bike rental shop, but they don't even have any. They haven't had any for over a year. She's like, but like, oh, but they should have some. And I'm like, no, I just want to rent a bicycle. And he said, they don't have any. Oh, you want a bicycle? No, that's nowhere on the island. So I was like, look, I asked your colleague who was actually sitting next to her at the time 2 days ago, and he said for $15 you can rent one at the hostel. And then this morning you said you don't have any, but you sent me to the pier. And then she's like, oh no, we never said that. No, I never said that. You wanted a motorbike. I said no, look, I never wanted a motorbike. I made it very clear that I don't know how to ride one, so I don't want to learn here on sandy roads. She's like, oh yeah, no, you wanted one, so no, we don't have any bicycles. What? And then when I was at the pier, at the bike rental shop, he also does the tickets for the ferry. And I told him, look, I need a ferry for tomorrow from Koh Rong to Koh Rong Sandung. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. And he's like, oh, okay, well, yeah, sure, you can buy one. So I was like, yeah, just me, you know, with my bags, just one way, I don't need to come back. He's like, yeah, sure. So he got 2 tickets and he said, oh, that will be $12.50. And I said, look, I only need one, it's just me. Oh, okay. He's like, oh, $12.50 please. I was like, yeah, but you just said $12.50 for 2. I only need 1, so that's half the price, right? Plus I asked someone at the hostel last night, an Australian girl, I think, who was maybe volunteering or working at reception. And she said it shouldn't cost more than like $6-7. So he said, no, $12.50. And I was like, yeah, but you just said for 2, you said $12.50. So how is that possible? Like I might as well buy 2 and sell 1 to someone else. It's like, no, it's for 1. If you want 2, you have to pay double. In what world is that fair? And then yesterday when I was walking to the pier, because yesterday I wanted to find the office. I asked a bunch of locals. Said, look, I need to buy a ferry ticket to Koh Rong Sanlum. I was told that I can buy it here, or that here's a place that I can like get some more information. No, you can buy it from him, a guy at a motorcycle. And I was like, yeah, no, I don't want to do that. I just want to like get an official ticket, not someone's word after paying. No, they don't have any. So I went to the mini market, and she's like, yeah, just go onto the pier. And so I went onto the pier because there's like a little hut, and the hut is empty, like it's completely abandoned. You can't find anything in there. But like, what's the problem with being helpful? Like, I just wanted some answers, and if the answer to do you have bicycles is no, then it's no. But just say that the first time I asked. If you don't want to sell me or help me find the ferry ticket office point, basically just a guy behind a wooden desk, but alright, then just say like, oh, I don't want to help you. Fine, but don't send me 30 different ways on the island and then still being unsuccessful. I don't know. The island is very beautiful though. Like, I don't want to be negative about the island, because it is gorgeous despite all the plastic that's everywhere, but it's still pretty. And like, the people in Siem Reap were pretty nice, like they were kind. But here, I don't know, I think partially it's just the hostel. Like, the hostels is not the vibe. Unless you want to drink all day and party all night, this is not the place for you. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of choices for hostels. Like, the main ones are Mad Monkey and the Nest, which is on the other side of the beach that I couldn't get to yesterday. And both are extreme party hostels. So unless you're into that, like, I think it's quite hard to find a spot. But hey, now I have to spend the day here at the beach again, which I guess there could be worse places to spend the day. I was also thinking about, I don't know if you can see, where is it? Is it that one? No. Maybe like there, the island? Wait, I'll have to do it like this. There's a little island. And I was thinking, oh, I could just like rent a stand-up paddleboard or a kayak and go there. But they charge about $10 an hour, and I think it's gonna take me at least 2 or 3, including just spending some time there and chilling. Which is a lot of money, so, you know, not in the budget. So I'm just gonna look at it from here and enjoy the view, I guess. However, that does mean that I don't think today's video is going to be very interesting or very long. But yeah, realities of travel, I guess. I know that Koh Rong Sanlum is a lot smaller, and that I'm staying at the main beach, which I think is Saracen Bay? Saracen Bay? I don't know. And from there it's like a 30-minute walk to the opposite side of the island, which is called, I think it's called Lazy Beach. And then you also have the option to go to Sunset Beach, which is like a 45-minute walk, I think. So I might just do that on some days. I've got 3 nights on Koh Rong Sanlum as well. And since the ferry to Koh Rong Sanlum leaves tomorrow at 9 or 10, he said he would text me on WhatsApp because it's all very confusing. But yeah, since the ferry leaves at 9, I think I have like tomorrow as well. I thought I would leave like during like at noon, but I guess it's the morning. So yeah, I think the reason why it might be 9 or 10 or whatever, like he's going to let me know, is because some of the ferries go to Koh Rong Sanlum first and then come here. Some ferries go to Koh Rong first and then go to the next island. It depends on the people like on the mainland. And so they're gonna let me know when there's a ferry that goes here first. Otherwise I would have to go all the way back to Sihanoukville and then go all the way to Koh Rong Sanlum, which I guess is great value for my money, but I would rather not spend that long on a boat. So yeah, I am excited for tomorrow. But first I've got an entire day here at the beach and in the shadow because I got burned yesterday. Which kind of makes sense because it's like my hip, and usually I wear shorts at the beach because I go for a walk, or I don't know, just I'm there and go straight back, or I don't really lay in the sun and get a tan. So that part of my body hasn't really gotten a tan. So yesterday I got burned. But I mean, I was trying to be careful, but the UV exposure here is just crazy. I don't know if it picked up on camera, but at least I saw one fish. It was a small one, but I mean, I kind of expected there to be more, but I guess you have to maybe get away from the sandy beaches and more towards the uninhabited islands, like the one I just showed you, the small one that I wanted to maybe kayak to or subboard to, but too expensive. But yeah, I do know that my hostel offers a snorkeling tour for the exorbitant price of like $50, I think. So no, thank you, I'll pass. I've done enough snorkeling in my lifetime. So it's just gonna be chill, relaxing, doing nothing. Like there's nobody on here all the way to the end. That's amazing. That's perfect. Paradise. I'm gonna get burned so bad, so I think it's time to leave. It's currently hard to see in the sun, about 20 minutes to 11, and I keep putting on sunscreen, but I don't think it's helping. So I think it's best to just get out of the sun for now and maybe try again later. There is a mini market on the island which sells drinks, candy, like basic necessities. Not really a supermarket, it's less than that. So I just bought some water, a Fanta, and yeah, that's about it. And the rest of the day I'm planning on doing nothing. I just laid in the hammock for a while and I think I'm going back to the same spot. Alright, so as you can tell, I've just taken a shower and currently charging my phone. I wasn't even in the sun for that long, and I know it's more red than it actually is because I just took a shower and scrubbed off all the sand, so it's kind of like painful. But is it a tan or is it a burn? I usually don't really burn, but I think my shoulders might be burned. I was very careful, like I didn't go out in the sun. Yeah, no, that's a burn. I wasn't even out in the sun for that long. Like everybody's now, or not everybody, but like a lot of people are now on the beach just laying in the sun. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Like even during lunchtime I was like, no, I'm getting out of the sun. I was in the sun for maybe 9 to half 11, including being in the water. I kept putting on sunscreen even after getting out of the water. I don't know, the sun here is just extremely strong, so nothing I can do about it now, but I will be staying out of the sun for the rest of the day. I didn't really do much today. I just chilled in the hammock, went into the water, bought a ticket for tomorrow for the ferry, and yeah, I'm gonna repack my bag. Not repack as in like everything must fit, but enough so that I can move to a different island for tomorrow, which will be me walking to the ferry, and then walking like 10 minutes from the ferry port on the next island. I think tonight's just gonna be food, sunset, more food, getting covered in bug bites, like, and ants. I don't know, but this place is just covered in ants, like everywhere, and they keep biting me. Like I was just in the hammock and I just put my foot down for like 2 seconds because I wanted to stop swaying from left to right. I just wanted to hang still, and in 2 seconds, just like that, I was like, oh, what's that? And then I looked and there was an ant on the bottom of my toe. I don't know what it is. This morning started off quite negative, I feel like, but that's because it was. And I mean, I know that this trip is going to be ups and downs, and I've had ups and I have had downs, so I feel like it's only fair to share the downs, but it doesn't, like, the people don't take away from how absolutely gorgeous the island is. The water is amazing, you get stunning views, it's a perfect place to relax, just chill, do nothing. Like, I think it's very worth coming. Just maybe be careful about where you choose to stay. Time for some dinner. I'm pretty sure I'm going for the fried rice again because it's the cheapest one on the menu and it was good, so it's kind of boring, nothing new. It's also raining and thundering. That's pretty, but if you turn to the other side, that doesn't look too good, does it? And with that, my time on Koh Rong has come to an end. I am heading to Koh Rong Sandung in the morning. See you then. A private island all to myself.